Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ismahan Isse. I wanted to talk to you, I wanted to give you a little information about who I really am and what got me to this position today in America. I am 24 years old, was born in Somalia, Mogadishu, back in 1987. I was immigrated to the United States of America in 1997, if I'm remembering accurately. I was first immigrated to Salt Lake City, Utah, because that is the city that had first accepted us as a refugee. I immigrated here with my siblings, my mother, father, and other siblings who are currently in Ohio. Some of them are living in a different state. One of the reasons why we had moved to this country, we all know, it's because of the things that was going on back home, the constant battles, the starvations, the problem, the basically is trying to start a new life in a country that has given us that ability and that stability and promised us the freedom of speech and everything else that we enjoy as human beings. When I first came to America, which was in Utah, I started my 6th grade education back there. I finished my 6th grade and we decided to locate to Columbus, Ohio, mainly because my parents have had a communication with some of the family members in Columbus, Ohio, that were telling them about the benefit of the city, such as the Muslim community, such as it was easy for us to all work together since we were new and we didn't feel so much comfortable in the environments that we were in. We wanted to be able to blend in with the rest of our Somalian communities, and that's what had gotten us to Columbus, Ohio. When we first came to Columbus, Ohio, I was enrolled in Mifflin Middle School with many of my Somalians, Muslim brothers and sisters who made me feel comfortable, because I've started to see, okay, the diverse that people were talking about is actually in Columbus, Ohio. My education in middle school was pretty, actually it was pretty good. It was an experience that till today I remember, because I do have some male friends who I still have communication with till today, who's made my life in middle school a lot easier by protecting me when it comes to an altercation, by making me feel like, telling me, hey Izzy or Ismahan, if anything happens, we're here, we're your brothers, and you let us know. And those guys are still in my life today. When I was in 8th grade in Columbus, Ohio, and that was when I was 13, I ended up moving to Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Personal circumstances which had made me to locate to Kansas City, Missouri, and that's where I started my high school education. With the changes, with the transformation that I've been going through, it was really difficult for me to adapt, because I had to go from one state to another and end up leaving a different environment to go to a new environment and to make friends all over again. But alhamdulillah, with the patient that I had and with the counselor in high school, Miss Fisher, Northeast High School is the high school I graduated from, I had a wonderful counselor who has helped me a lot. I used to remember talking to her every single day, not just a school problem, even home problem. She was my support system, because mainly I did not have a support system at home. I was pushing myself and she was pushing me. She was telling me that there is an American dream that exists, and I want you to do a touchdown on that. So that has got me really motivated to finish high school. I've completed all my 4-year high school in Kansas City, Missouri Northeast. That's when I decided to, okay, I seem to be I'm very passionate. Let's just say I'm very passionate when it comes to learning. And I was like, hey, before you lose this, why don't you continue going to school? I went to Penn Valley, which is a community college, with the rest of female friends that I've graduated from Northeast with, and was studying a nurse. And I was like, okay, this is what I really want to do. I started to have more passions for community organizations when I was back in Missouri, and then when I came down here, I started to network a lot. I started to find out how many nonprofit organizations do we have, what do they do, am I able to volunteer? Because at that time, this was like this was like October of last year or September, late of last year. And I was like, okay, I don't have employment right now, and I really want to find something within the degree that I have. In the meantime, what can I do to give back to my community? Because I started to have so much of passion for what was going on, and the kind of, I felt asked it, and I didn't feel like, okay, it was necessary for me to sit. So when I started networking, I discovered nonprofit organizations located on Cleveland Avenue, which is the nonprofit organization for Somalia, and several other of them. And then I ended up meeting Ahmed, who is the owner of the Friday Bulletin. It's called Somalia Media and Culture Organization. A friend of mine introduced me to his colleague, Ahmed's colleague, which is Suleiman, and she was like, hey, these guys pretty much target writing, and they talk about, I was like, what kind of writing are they looking for? They talk about an issue that happens within the community, and they disseminate disinformation, whether it's radio, there's a radio station live, and whether it's in a Friday Bulletin, and you can partake that. I was like, well, this is what I really want to do for the time being. I went to meet with these guys, very pleasant guys, and then I told them, hey, this is me, this is what I've been through, this is where I'm at right now, and this is what I can do. And they looked at me and said, well, you know what, we want you to be part of us. And I was blessed and privileged to be with them till now. I've been working with them, and now we're not just colleagues right now, we're friends, and we have communicated, we have helped out each other. They have helped me out through personal things that I was going through while I was here. Personal things that I was unable to talk to a family member, but Ahmed, which is my boss, made me feel comfortable enough to say, Izzy, if you have any problems, just like you've given me your time to do whatever I need you to do, I want you to come to me and tell me what your problem is so I can be able to help you. And then basically, I do go to meetings, and if there is such a recent meetings that took place was the Embassy Hotel. We talked about the radicalization in Columbus, Ohio, and how we can prevent it. These included law enforcement officers, other individuals from other communities. What I do is contribute articles. First of all, I attend meetings. If I'm able to, I set up meetings. I go to the office, and because I used to be a lot active than I am right now due to the job that I recently got. I was asked this question by my brother yesterday. And he said, why are you doing this? Why do you strive yourself? And by the way, I'm a single mom. I have 3 children. This is not fun. I don't do this because of the fun of it. I don't do this because I have the time to waste. I have 3 kids, and I am a full-time employee. And I'm back in school. I'm taking online classes, South University, to further my education. One of the reasons why I do this is because I am so passionate about it. There's no other words that can describe how I feel about what I want to do for my community. I feel like I am self-sufficient enough right now. I feel like I can communicate better, I can feel better, I can understand better, I can adapt better. So why not? Why not help someone who is struggling, who is in the shoes that I've graduated from? It's in our human nature to want to help out and to build that self-sufficiency, stability, and to not lose our culture, because that's the most part of who we are, to not lose our religion, because that's the asset of who we really are.